Welcome into Lone Peak Fieldhouse for Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Dusty Litster with you as it's senior night for boys and girls here at Lone Peak. And these seniors are going to try to finish out, or get back on the right side of things as Lone Peak has started Region 3-0, then lost 3 straight. And trying to get things right against Skyridge. Their last region win was against Skyridge. Now how about the couple changes here? Jackson Best is not going to be playing tonight. Sadly, the senior who's earned his way to the basketball or on the starting lineup is out with an injury. And we'll see if he comes back for the state tournament, as we will start first with Skyridge. Coach Jeff Gardner. I should mention this is a Lone Peak Boys basketball and Skyridge basketball game of the week on the Rewind Sports Network. We do both teams all through, Lone Peak throughout the year and Skyridge through region play. Is Mason Hunter. Oh, left that one for Josh Davis, but Josh could not corral it. And it'll back down the floor for the first time tonight for Lone Peak. Mentioned his senior night for the Lone Peak Knights. As senior Cam Swiggett brings the near side. As senior Burton. Now Amberry, also a senior, so all 5 starters on the floor, seniors for Coach Rob Ross. As Suarez sent out, Amberry in the corner, over to Swiggett. Straight away with Luke Fotheringham. Luke takes the bump, gets the bucket. Love the game of Luke Fotheringham. Needing to avoid early foul trouble. Is on the drive, the shot won't go for Dane Housley. Now down the floor with Swiggett. Into the corner to Burton. Outside to Fotheringham. Luke will back things out. Wanted to go at J.J. Jory. Comes off the screen of Suarez. No, late call on the contact. And the state of Utah's favorite call, the pass and crash. I know high school kids can be clumsy sometimes. I don't know, struggle with it. But back down the floor we go with Skyridge. Outside Mason Hunter, going to send out to J.J. Jory. Jory had 3 threes in the first matchup. On the drive, free throw line jumper is there for Josh Davis. The tight end on the state championship football team, Josh Davis. Is Cam Swiggett. Sends that ball in the corner. Burton for 3, short. Rebound loose, tracked down by Amberry. And in the hands of Fotheringham. Luke hangs onto it, sends cross court to Swiggett. Cam will reset the offense. 25 seconds on the running clock on the shot clock. Swiggett with 15 on the shot clock, sends out to Amberry. Amberry, now Fotheringham. Luke hands off Swiggett. 5 on the shot, and now a foul on the floor. As that foul is charged to Cannon Jensen. So reset the shot clock. Off the screen of Suarez. Swiggett, fall away, got the foul call. There they got the bucket. And they're going to call it in as habitual shooting motion. Yes, they are. So the foul goes to Housley. You're going to put Swiggett at the line. And as Cameron knocks down the first. Lone Peak coming off that frustrating loss to Pleasant Grove on Friday night, where Isaac Garrett had a near triple-double. Skyridge coming off an extremely frustrating loss at Westlake, where the Falcons were in an absolute battle. Just unable to hang on against Coach Carling's team. 4-2, the early lead here for the Knights as Mason Hunter sends up top to Davis. J.J. Jory comes off the screen. Jory terminates, sent out to Hunter. 15 on the shot clock. Oh, nice extra pass, and Davis is fouled by Burton. Suarez slow to get up.
Foul committed by number 2, Jason Burton. His first personal, second team foul.
Suarez is a little shaken up and just going to need a second.
Officials timeout for an injury.
He's checking out his ankle. So timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're watching Skyridge and Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Actually, we'll take on here as Jorge gets back up.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 32, Jackson Mosteller, and number 35, Davis Fyans.
So Davis Fyans comes in for Coach Jeff Gardner.
He's in for Jorge Suarez.
So the line goes Josh Davis. There's 1 points tonight for Skyridge. And the first no good. I'm going to give that miss to Shawnee Nordstrom. Right as Josh by ready to shoot it, Shawnee was coming, run down the baseline. If he saw her or not, I'm going to give her the miss. Good defense by Shawnee Nordstrom as Davis goes 0-2. Swig it on the push. Swiggett turned around by Fyans. Now Chamberlain Burgess. Cross court Anberry. Now Burton. Swiggett. Now to the corner. Anberry pumped the three. Good recovery there by Skyridge. Anberry has nowhere to go. 15 on the shot clock. 5-second closely guarded. Got stuck in the corner. Couldn't get rid of it. And it's a turnover. Nice defense by Coach Gardner's crew. And the ball will go back with Skyridge as Isaac Staley and Kramer comes on. Good to see Isaac Staley back on the floor. He had a terrific second half, the first matchup at Skyridge. High post sends back out. Davis couldn't get the three off. Now to Hunter. Mason along the baseline. Pirouette. Jump it. No on the round in the hands of Burgess. On the run with Swiggett. Fotheringham sends out Burgess. Chamberlain now Kramer. Here's Staley. Dan Tate off of his own foot. So get defensive stops on one end, empty possessions on the other here for Lone Peak. As we're nearing the halfway point of the first quarter. A low-scoring affair. As Jackson Anderson comes on for Mason Hunter. Outside, Fyans. The bounce comes off the iron. And down the floor we go with Lone Peak. Swiggett leaves it for a trailing. Burgess wide of the mark. Rebound to Fotheringham. Did not hit the rim. Shot clock still rolling as Swiggett misses on the three, and the rebound claimed by Davis. Come back the other way looking for contact and traveled. Yeah. Cannon Jensen came off that pirouette, was feeling for some contact that never came. Shuffled his feet, and it's a turnover. I got to give it to the Lone Peak students. They showed up tonight. Packed student section across the way. As Swiggett got by Fyans, gets to the rim and scores. Nicely done there by Cameron Swiggett. As Kohler had come over on the help and got past him. Open three off the back of the iron for Anderson. And rebound taken by Burgess. Chamberlain to Staley. Up top, Fotheringham. Cole jabs, drives, and scores. Timeout. Luke, don't call me Cole. Fotheringham with the take and make. It is an 8-2 start for Lone Peak. 2:45 left in the first. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. So out of the timeout, 2:45 left in the first quarter. It would have been slow out the gate tonight. Coach Jeff Gardner and the Falcons has not been the season they'd want, but they've turned over so much talent in the last couple of years. Trying to find that guy is Fyans. Steps back is to Jory. Kohler. Back out. They want to work it around. Gagan checked in during the break. As Jory goes back out to Gagan. 10 on the shot clock. Comes off the screen, Fyans. Step back to a 3, short. Staley maybe got a piece of that. Burgess lost that ball out of bounds, but just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Skyridge basketball. And Staley near it to steal. Yeah, I don't know how that is Lone Peak basketball. I'm with Jeff Gardner. That was out of bounds off of Isaac Staley, and Mr. Official was like, "No, hit the backboard." Heavens, no, it didn't hit the backboard. It went off the hands of Isaac Staley. There we go. If we were at a different level, they'd be doing reviews and all kinds of nonsense at the moment. So, thankfully, he got together, got it right.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 4, Dane Housley. He's in for Davis Fyans.
Triggered into Anderson. 3 on the shot clock, and now a block. No charge. Jackson Anderson going to pick up the charge. And down the floor will go with Lone Peak. So it's Kramer, Swiggett, Staley, Fotheringham, and Burgess on the floor for Coach Ross. As Luke hangs on the pivot, heads back to Isaac. Staley had that awesome dunk in the third quarter in the first matchup. Swiggett holds outside. 10 on the shot clock. Swiggett going to drive base, skip to Staley. Isaac can't get it to go, and the rebound will go out of bounds, and it'll be Falcon basketball. Hunter comes on for Jackson Anderson, and Jackson Taylor comes on for Cam Swiggett.
He's in for Cameron Swiggett.
We got a foul away from the basketball, going to go to Fotheringham. Number 1 on Luke. Quickly into Hunter. Mason drives at Burgess. Scoops and scores. Nicely done there by Mason Hunter. As Kramer goes back to Fotheringham. Luke on the drive. Oh, trying to make the extra pass. Sends out Thompson. Kramer rims out the 3. Jackson Taylor with the board. Can't get the stick. And Staley tracked down that rebound, but knocked away by Kohler. Kohler on the run. Burgess with him. Can't get that to go. Loose ball off of Skyridge, and it's Lone Peak basketball. I don't know if everybody's affected. We had about a 45-minute break between the girls' game and the boys' game with the senior night festivities. They did the girls and boys at the same time after, between the two games. A little sluggish out the gate here. Kramer out to Burgess. Chamberlain short on the 3 and rebound to Jory. Oh, it's a drowning pool song. Let the bodies hit the floor. No whistles. 20 seconds left. Shot clock's turned off. On the drive, won't go. Cannon draws the foul. It'll be Cannon Jensen going to the line for 2 free throws. The foul is charged to Jackson Taylor.
Foul committed by number 40. Correction, number 30, Jackson Taylor.
So Cannon Jensen at the line, knocks down the first.
Checking in for the Falcons, Cannon Jensen.
Probably it's Cannon Jensen just checking in. At the line is Dane Housley. I apologize. Dane Housley at the line. I think it's them both. 3.6 left. Jackson Taylor can get a chance at a heave on line and off the front of the iron. At the end of one, Lone Peak 8, Skyridge 6. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.
Mountain Crane Services.
Start of the second quarter. Dusty Lister with you. A little sluggish first quarter, but it's an 8-6 lead. Lone Peak leading Skyridge.
Next to inbound.
And we'll start with Lone Peak out of the break. Jackson Taylor knew he got that half-court heave to go. Is Fotheringham. Sends out to Taylor, pulls for 3 and hits. Jackson Taylor got a lot of run at the beginning of the season with some injuries for the Lone Peak Knights, and now at the end of the season he's going to get a little bit more as Mason Hunter going to draw the foul on Thompson Kramer. It'll be 2 free throws coming to Mason Hunter. But Taylor can shoot it. Saw that at the Davis game earlier in the year. As Hunter hits the first.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 0, Ethan Gagan.
Ethan Gagan comes in for Coach Gardner. Jory comes off the floor. Second is short, and a rebound to Burgess. Here's Kramer. Off the screen of Fotheringham. Thompson to Burgess. Cross court, Staley. Isaac rises, and it crawls in. Isaac Staley, the young sophomore, with his first points. Glad to see he's finally feeling better as that ball goes out of bounds. Lone Peak basketball. But Isaac Staley had that big game against Skyridge, but he's not been feeling well since Christmas break. The second game back, played against PG. As Kramer drives, can't get it. Rebound taken by Hunter. Mason on the push. Cannon Jensen can't get that one to go. Now on the run with Jackson Taylor, hands back to Burgess. And now Fotheringham. Luke got that back, sends out to Staley. Flat-footed 3 won't go. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Housley. Housley gives it up to Davis. Nice job collecting 2 feet. And Josh Davis lays that one up and in. 4 points here in the half for Josh Davis. There's Kramer over to Taylor. Jackson comes off the screen of Fotheringham. Little free throw line. Jay, no. And back down the floor. Gagan. Ooh, Kramer thought he had a steal. So did I. Halsey off the screen to Davis. Nice hands taken away by Lone Peak. Burgess draws the foul here on Housley. Gives us a chance to thank Utah Jazz Camps for supporting KSL Sports Rewind. New Utah Jazz Camps and clinics are available now There are options at the state-of-the-art Shoot 360 facility right here in Lehigh and at local gymnasiums throughout Utah and Idaho for your child to level up their shooting, passing, and ball handling skills. Plus, each camper receives a Utah Jazz swag bag. Register today at utahjazzcamps.com. Swiggett gives over to Kramer. And certainly want to thank the Utah Jazz Camps for supporting what we're doing on KSL Sports Rewind. Go sign up for those camps. As Taylor's three is wide of the mark. And the rebound taken by J.J. Jory. Quickly ahead. Davis had that go through his hands. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. As that sluggish first quarter is carried here in the second. As Taylor gets that pass from Swiggett. Kramer back to Taylor again for three. Yes! Young sophomore. I love he hit that first three, and he's had some shots not dropped, but he's not shy. Stays confident. Hits his second triple of the half. Fyans. Cannon Jensen is fouled, and they'll put him at the line for two. He's done moving out the basketball. And Jensen will go on the line. Foul goes to Thompson Kramer. That is, probably 13. Cameron Swiggett. Number 1 on Swiggett. Team foul number 6. As Jensen hits the first.
For the Falcons, number 5, Jackson Anderson. He's in for Mason Hunter.
And the second off the front of the iron, rebound to Kramer. Comes Thompson. Out to Swiggett. Cam up top to Staley. Oh, nice move by Isaac. Draws the foul on the drive. It'll put Isaac Staley at the line for 2 free throws.
Number 2, Cannon Jensen.
So Cannon Jensen picks up his second personal foul on team foul number 5. As Isaac hits number 1. I want to apologize from earlier as Jackson Mosteller comes on the floor. Jordan Kohler, number 33. Let's look at that. So Staley goes 2 of 2. Mosteller out to Jory. As Anderson sends over to Jory. Shot clock down to 10. Jory can't get that one to go, and rebound to Staley. Isaac has that one stolen by Mosteller as he hands back to Davis. Now into Mosteller. Goes at Burgess, blocked away. Chamberlain has that one tipped away and picked up by Anderson. Anderson in the corner to Larson. 3 won't go. Rebound to Skyridge. Mosteller to Jory. Jory, wave off the bucket, hit him with the charge. So no bucket there for Skyridge. And no reaction from Jeff Gardner either.
His first personal, 16 foul.
So if Gardner not going to complain, I'll hold off as well. So wipe off the bucket. Because I know this about Jeff Gardner. If he didn't agree, we would know.
Number 14, Luke Fotheringham, 33.
So Jory will come off the floor.
And number 2, Jason Burton.
As Jason Burton comes back on along with Amberry. Swiggett in the lane. Got it to go. Nicely done there by Cam Swiggett. And a 10-point Lone Peak lead. Hunter been quiet leading scorer on the year for Skyridge. As Amberry with the steal. Oh, Swiggett. Here he traveled. Taylor. His third three of the first half. Jackson Taylor, welcome back to big minutes for number 30, the young sophomore. Been outstanding. 9 points in the half, and it's a 13-point Lone Peak lead. 2:27 left in the half. Lone Peak 23, Skyridge 10. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Utah Jazz Camp, or new Utah Jazz camps and clinics are available now. There are options at the state-of-the-art Shoot 360 facility here in Lehigh and a local gymnasiums throughout Utah and Idaho for your child to level up their shooting, passing, and ball handling skills. Plus, each camper receives a Utah Jazz swag bag. Register today at utahjazzcamps.com. As I mentioned earlier, great swag bags. You get a long-sleeve T-shirt, a white T-shirt, black shirt, a reversible jersey, a backpack, and, of course, the Ryan Smith purple T-shirts as well, as purple is back with the Utah Jazz. Go to utahjazzcamps.com. I want to thank them for sponsoring everything we're doing here on KSL Sports Rewind. As Mason Hunter comes out of that timeout, crawls that one up and in. Great take and finish there by Mason Hunter. See, Coach Garner thought it was a +1. I could tell because he let him know. Taylor off on the three, and a foul on the rebound. Going to go against Fotheringham. Is that on Fotheringham? Oh, 33 on Amberry. Loose ball foul puts us in the bonus. That's a 17 foul.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 35, Davis Byans. He's in for Tate Larson.
As Jory misses the front end of 1-on-1, a loose ball ends up in the hands of Swiggett. So missed chance to score with the clock stopped as Burton drives the baseline and out of bounds off of Jory. And we'll stay with the Knights. Just a couple of weeks away from the state tournament. Remember, of every state tournament game right here on KSLSports.com. 5A and 6A boys and girls tournaments. We'll be right here with myself and Dane Stewart as Moss Stiller knocks that ball out of bounds. We'll have all 30 games from the Event Center, the Purple Palace up at Weber State. Get your eyes checked. After every year, we have a state tournament there. As Fotheringham loses the handle, gets it back, sends out to Taylor. 20 on the shot clock, no need to hurry. As Burton comes off the screen, turns it over. Mason Hunter on the push. Skip. Finds couldn't get a clean look. Moss Stiller has back to Fiennes, now to Jory. Hunter drives at Burton, lost the handle, and turns it over. So turnover, and it's back down the floor we go. Fotheringham on the drive, blocked away by Mosteller. It'll be Knight basketball. 23 on the shot clock. 105 left in the half. This Jory will come off. Oh, Birdhouse goes to his hands. We get over to Taylor. Fotheringham, double comes. Now drives base. Sends the corner for Burton. 4-3. The senior guard, Jason Burton, with the corner triple. And now it's Taylor with the steal. Ahead to Burton. A 5-point run for Burton. Defense leads to offense. And a 16-point Lone Peak lead. And I think what Coach Ross would take over anything is a sub 20-point half for Skyridge. .15 seconds left in the half. It looks like we got a big halftime entertainment coming as Hunter on the drive and scores. Swiggett on the run. 7 seconds left here in the half. Swiggett goes end to end. Can't get it. And a rebound to Gagan. Hunter at the horn. And that's how the first half will come to a close. Lone Peak closes out the half strong. It's the Knights 28, Skyridge 14. You're watching Skyridge on Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. The start of the second half, Dusty Litster with you. It was a frustrating first half for Skyridge as J.J. Jory can't get the three to go. Loose ball tracked down but taken away by Josh Davis. But for Skyridge, under 20 points scored in the first half. And let's see how they bounce back here in the second half. As the Manning brothers have ruined the halftime adjustments thing. As send that ball to Jory on the angle. Mason Hunter for three, got it. Had 10 points from Mason Hunter. Just got that past the outstretched arms of Chamberlain Burgess. In the first matchup, both teams had their turn making runs, and it was a third quarter that helped Lone Peak win that first one as Cam Swiggett with another three. That's 9 points for Swiggett here on senior night. As Mason Hunter sends that in to Jensen. Oh, a nifty pass. J.J. Jory for three. It's come out of the break. Couple of triples in Jory's first three. Thompson Kramer going to draw the foul on Jory. That'll be J.J.'s second personal foul.
His second personal.
To see if that was going to put Thompson Kramer at the line. Been a quiet night for Thompson Kramer. He scored in the first quarter pretty consistently throughout our coverage of the, especially the games I do, as he hits the first. And Thompson's got one more. As mentioned, Jackson Best is injured and hopefully will be able to come back for the state tournament, but won't know for the next couple of days if that'll happen for the senior. So we got some guys stepping up, playing big minutes. As on the drive is Housley as he gets the foul on Swiggett. Be number 2 on Cameron. And that is going to put Housley at the line for 2 free throws. We had a late start tonight with the senior night festivities, as Housley misses the first. And then a pretty choppy first half. A lot of fouls. Both teams are in the bonus. Not the reason why, but it certainly just lacked rhythm as Housley goes 0-2. Burgess on the trail. Fotheringham was setting up to try to box out for a shot as Burgess tried to fire it into him, and a little misconnection there. Turnover will go back to Skyridge. High post with Davis. Sends out to Housley, goes into Hunter. Hunter with Kramer on his hip. Faces up and hits. 5 points out of the half here for Mason Hunter. And 8 points so far for Coach Gardner's Falcons. Kramer on the drive, leaves it for Burgess. Baseline jumper won't go. Loose ball off of Burgess. And it's Falcon basketball. As Housley brings it up in the front court here for the Falcons. J.J. Jory. Back to Housley. Now Hunter with Kramer. He'll pull from the corner and hit. 8 points for Mason Hunter. Timeout, Coach Ross. How about Hunter with 8? Jory adds a 3. And it's an 11-point burst for Skyridge coming out of the break. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. 5:12 left in the third. So out of the timeout, it's Lone Peak basketball out of the timeout from Coach Ross. But again, KSL Sports, your home for the 5A and 6A Boys and Girls State Championships. As Thompson Kramer on the drive. Luckily, he didn't twist his ankle. Thought for a moment it might happen, but of course, every online championship's right here on KSLSports.com, but Rewind will bring you the 5A Boys and Girls State Tournaments. As myself and Dane Stewart will call all 30 games. I think this is our, go back to 2013. When we started, we missed 1 year. We didn't do all 30 games. So we're excited to be the D Event Center. We'll take every game and have it for you. It was fun last year to do the Huntsman Center, then get Championship Day down at the Marriott Center, but this year will all be up at Weber State. Jory outside to Housley. Housley at Burgess, leaves it for Davis. Nicely done by Housley, and Davis lays it in. And the lead's down to 8. Fotheringham going to draw the foul on Kenan Jensen. Number 3 on Jensen. And quickly, 4 team fouls now on the Falcons.
Nice to get that.
Kramer cross court to Staley. Isaac. Hang in. Just got that away. Coach Gardner wanted to travel. Sends out the Swiggett. Cameron pulls up, won't go. Rebound to Burgess. Sends out to Fotheringham and didn't pull on the 3. Move it around. It's Staley for 3. Back rimmed. Rebound. Tracked down by Housley. Mason Hunter's got 8 points in the quarter. Goes into Josh Davis. There he goes at Burgess, and Burgess with the block. Jensen, fall away, crawls in. 3 points now for Jensen, his first field goal, and it's a 6-point game. Burgess on the trail, won't go, and rebound to Kramer sent out to Staley. Isaac got stuck. And that's going to be, I don't think that's going to be on the shot. He was looking to pass. Go over and give him the shots. Look, I'm a Staley fan. I got a daughter named after his uncle, for heaven's sakes. I thought that was a pass. He was definitely looking to throw that ball away, but Isaac Staley to the line. And hits the first. Of course, Isaac Staley, the son of Dustin Staley. We mention this every broadcast because it gives me a chance to shamelessly plug my 4-year-old. But his father, Dustin, played cornerback with the uncle of our cameraman, Doug Henstrom. Played with Dustin Staley. Both are doctors after playing 4 years for Coach Lavelle Edwards. And Dustin played 1 year for Gary Croton. Of course, his uncle, Dustin's brother, Luke, the 2002 Doak Walker Award winner and the namesake of my 4-year-old daughter, Staley. Is Hunter with 11 third-quarter points for Mason Hunter. And now a 5-point ball game. 14-point game at the half. The lead was as large as 16. And here come the Falcons. Swing it. Give it up to Burgess on the baseline. Cross court to Staley. Isaac for 3. We mentioned that game at Skyridge. It was Staley at the end of the quarter when Lone Peak was down. I want to say it was 8 points. It was 39-31. Staley drove the lane, dunked it, started the fourth quarter with a couple of threes, leading the way for Lone Peak. And they'll need him in the second half. Go into Hunter. Mason. Oh, nice defense by Staley. Got offense on one end, defense on the other. Jackson Taylor won't be able to track that down. And a missed opportunity there from the Knights is Ethan Gagan will come on for Coach Gardner. And J.J. Jory will come on for Cannon Jensen as Davis and Jensen will come off the floor. Here's the man of the quarter. Hunter sends up top. Most Taylor sends out. J.J. Jory. The 3 won't go. Oh, Gagan hits the deck hard on that rebound. Just kept his head off the hardwood as well. So down the floor with the Knights, up 8 with 1:45 on a rolling clock left in the quarter. Here's Fotheringham. Luke sends out to Taylor. Traveling violation. Traveled first. So again, get a defensive stop on one end and empty possession on the other here for Lone Peak. And now Swiggett picks up his 3rd personal foul with the reach there in midcourt.
His 3rd personal. 2nd team foul.
So Staley and Swiggett will come off the floor. As Jensen will come back on for Gagan. Amberry comes on as well for Coach Ross. As Amberry's going to draw Mason Hunter. There's Mason hanging out in the corner. He's hoping to pull Amani Ginobili and just get lost in the corner. Let's just say that I don't like to talk about that Spurs legend. Their team is and 1 for Mason Hunter. Points 12 and 13 in the quarter. Go on the line looking for the and 1. 20 points on the night, but 13 in the quarter. He's averaging nearly 16 points per game on the season, as he does complete the 3-point play. How about this? They're quickly down to Burgess. Burgess leaves it for Taylor. Skyridge has scored more points in this quarter than they did in the first half. Off the window, and Fotheringham cannot get it to go. Here comes Mason Hunter. Nice hands by Burton. Ball tracked down by Housley, sent to the corner. Jensen drives up base, comes back in and scores. One possession game as we dip inside of 50 seconds left to 45 on a running clock. Taylor out to Fotheringham. Cross court, Burton. 4-3. Jason Burton closed out the half with a 5-point run. He knocks down a 3 there. Closing out quarters or halves, and now a quarter here for Burton. He had a corner 3 and had a steal and a layup before the end of the half. Could he follow it up here in the third quarter? Shot clock is off, game clock to 15. Housley with 10. Hits a cutting Hunter. Count the bucket. And it'll be Hunter going to the line. There will not be a Region 1 special on that take and make. 16 now in the quarter, with a chance to get 17 at the line. So Staley comes back on for Amberry. And Davis and Gagan back on for offense, defense. Switches here for Coach Gardner. But Lone Peak will have a chance to score and answer on the make or miss here for Hunter. For Mason, looking for 17 third quarter points. And he got them. Burton on the push. 3 seconds. Burton to Fotheringham. 2 at the horn. And a little long as we go to the fourth quarter. It was 28-14 at the break. A 26-point third quarter here for Skyridge. And it's a 3-point game. Lone Peak leads Skyridge 43-40 as we go to the fourth quarter. You're watching Lone Peak and Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
Thank you once again to Mixers, Wax Capital.
Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Lister with you, along with McKay Larson running the camera and Kenzie Valentine, intern Kenzie as she is now known, running the scoreboard and clock. As we start the fourth quarter, and we got a ball game. It was a 14-point game at the half, a 3-point game to start the final frame. Senior night here for Lone Peak. As Staley brings the ball near side to Kramer. Thompson up top for Burton, out to Staley. Isaac. Kramer. Taylor. Oh, was going inside for Luke Fotheringham, and that's the second time Luke is being a good teammate, getting ready to box out. And one of his teammates trying to find him down low, and he's not looking for the ball. So Skyridge with a chance to get within one or tie the ball game with a 3. 17 third quarter points from Mason Hunter, who's got the ball now with Isaac Staley. Hits a cutting Davis, and I don't know how in the world there was a foul already. But the foul to Jackson Taylor. That's his third personal foul and team foul number 5. But here's Hunter, goes at Staley, leaves it out. Jensen drives on Kramer, no. Rebound to Fotheringham. Kramer sends back to Taylor. Can't get the three to go. And rebound to Davis. Here comes Housley. Now Hunter. Cycle through to Davis at the junction. Davis turned away by Staley. Stayed there with him. Man alive. A Swiss Army knife number of moves there for Josh Davis, and he finally scores. 43-42. Who can stand up here for Lone Peak? Then go out to Staley. Isaac down the barrel. And the three won't go. Rebound, and we have a loose ball foul on Housley as he and Burton do battle under the rim. That'll be team foul number 5 on Skyridge. It'll be Lone Peak basketball on the baseline. Wouldn't be surprised to see screen and lob maybe to Burgess.
Burgess checks in for the Knights.
Oh, I'm going to lob it into Fotheringham. Luke goes right at Jory. Charge. The block charge has gone both ways tonight. And that time, Jory takes it right in the chest. One of the reasons why I've dubbed him the Brian Scalabrini of Utah high school basketball. He's a dude, when he walks into the gym, you don't think you have to mark him, but he can shoot it, and he's willing to put his body in harm's way for the betterment of the team. So now Skyridge has the chance to take a lead. They have not led tonight. Lone Peak started an 8-2 ball game. There's Mason Hunter. Lost it, got it back, goes back at Staley and draws the foul with 1 second on the shot clock. And Mason Hunter goes to the line looking for points 18 and 19.
First person at the line is Hunter.
As Hunter knocks down his 25th point of the night, his 18th of the second half. And now to give Skyridge their first lead of the evening. How about it? It was 28-14 at the break. It was 28-12 if I remember right. I think it was 23-14, and then it was a 5-point run for Lone Peak to close out the half. As Taylor sent over to Staley. Isaac back rims a three and a rebound. Collected by Housley. Fit that ball inside to Davis. Davis around Burgess. Oh, wow. All kinds of stuff happening down on the baseline. Here comes Kramer on the run. Leaves it for Chamberlain for three. No. Burgess yet to get on the board tonight. But he's been stuck outside. I don't know if he's got to look inside the paint tonight. 3 threes and a baseline jumper that he's been limited to this evening. Hunter blocked away by Staley. And now a foul on Isaac as he's trying to get the ball away from Housley. It'll be 1-on-1 free throws for Housley. And a timeout to Coach Gardner. No, he didn't call timeout. I gotta love it. Coach Gardner's like, I wasn't calling timeout. Mr. Fisher said, yes, you did. And you're taking the timeout. So timeout on the floor. Skyridge leading 44-43. You're watching Skyridge on Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. And welcome back in to Lone Peak Fieldhouse. Dusty Litster with you. As don't want to belabor it, but it's just, this game was all Lone Peak. But this second half, it's been all Skyridge. All Mason Hunter. 18 second half points for Mason Hunter. J.J. Jory sends out to Gagan. Skyridge 0-6 in region play. As Staley gets another block, and that's a shot clock violation. Isaac Staley has gotten 2 blocks on threes in that possession. Mosteller comes on for J.J. Jory. There's just inside of 4.5 left in this ball game. As we're down to 4:25 on a rolling clock. As Swiggett comes off the screen of Fotheringham. Cam, jump it and score it. Now on senior night, you need seniors to step up. And there you go. Now the sophomore Staley needs to step up and continue to step up on defenses. He's going to have to mark Hunter and stay with him. Staley only has 1 personal foul. It's a pretty decent idea to put number 0 on number 1. Mosteller gets it back. A nice job by Swiggets there to knock it out of bounds. He thought he might get the call there on Mosteller. Did not. Thinking he might have touched it before it went out. Mr. Official didn't agree. As J.J. Jory going to check back in. And he will come in for Gagan. So it's Hunter, Mosteller, Jory, Davis, and I believe that's Housley in for Coach Gardner. Just gets that into Hunter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Comes off the screen of Davis. Goes at Fotheringham. Hunter sends out Housley. 3 seconds. Good resetting. 2 at the horn. Blocked away by Burgess. Chamberlain Burgess with the block. And for a number of years, you're going to hear Burgess, Staley, and Taylor here for Coach Ross. And also Thompson Kramer will be back. So you got underclassmen in Staley, Burgess, and Kramer. And then the seniors, Swiggett and Fotheringham on the floor for Coach Rob Ross. Is the Knights with a 1-point lead as we hit 3.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Swig it out to Burgess. Now Kramer open for 3. Back rimmed, rebound to Staley. Into the corner, Fotheringham. Goes to Burgess. Burgess at Mosteller, fall away. Chamberlain's first points of the night, and they're big ones. 3-point lead for the Knights. 3-point lead as we dip inside of 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hunter to Mosteller. Gets it back to Mason on the drive. Blocked away by Burgess. 2 blocks and a bucket in the last minute here for Chamberlain Burgess. Cannon Jensen and J.J. Jory come on as Rob Ross takes the timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. You're watching. And welcome back in. 2:50 left in the fourth quarter. Dusty, let's do with you. As I want to remind you, look out for our video coming out this week. Dane Stewart and I will be at Conwood and Payson Girls on Wednesday night, but we'll also be shooting our video, getting you caught up on all the things happening as we head into the final weeks of the regular season of 5A and 6A boys and girls basketball. A 3-point game as they go inside to Mosteller. Can't get that one to go. Nice close out there by Fotheringham to get the closeout and not give up the foul. So Lone Peak up 3 with a chance to make it a 2-possession game with a bucket. Swiggett send out to Fotheringham. Fits it into Burgess. Chamberlain double come, sends out. Swiggett to Staley. Drive the base. Isaac float it and score it. Isaac Staley. 11 points for Staley. And more importantly, it's been his defense. What he's done to Mason Hunter here in the fourth quarter made it tough on him. And now gets his hand on that ball. Here comes Swiggett. Up 5, can make it 7 or 8. And Swiggett draws the foul. Ooh. It twisted his ankle. We have a cramp, yeah. Cramp for Housley. Oh, yeah, that calf's locked up. I'm sorry to laugh. That was just funny. Josh Davis is trying to stretch out his teammate, and he just leaves him because he had to run to the team huddle. But we had a quick little timeout. I want to remind you that, as always, the Rewind Sports Network presented by Heidemann & Associates. Go to utah.law to find the law office nearest you. Heidemann & Associates, a Utah County law firm based in the Riverwoods. Justin know that Rewind sent you, and they'll give you a free consultation. Get your living will and trust done. That's a flat rate as well. He didn't charge you by the hour to get that taken care of. The flat rate law firm, Heidemann and Associates. You go to utah.law. The final office nearest you. Swiggett hands back to Fotheringham. 25 on the shot. Into the corner. Staley lips out the triple on the rebound to Davis. Hunter quickly ahead to Mosteller. Burgess there. Heads up play. Blue say that ball was out of bounds before Burgess tried to save it in. Nice hustle there by Chamberlain Burgess. The Mr. Official right there said the ball went out of bounds before he tried to save it. The ball back to the Falcons. Goes into Davis. Davis now Larson. Larson to the baseline. Mosteller, yes. Timeout, Coach Gardner with 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Timeout, we'll be right back. Full timeout. You're watching Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. So a minute and 32 seconds left. Canes will get that synced up. Is Fotheringham with the trap. And he takes the timeout. We'll keep it here. Oh, full timeout. We'll just mute it. I'll step aside and won't talk through it. We'll just mute it and we'll be right back. Again, I want to thank Utah Jazz Camps for supporting the KSL Sports Rewind streams, and we'll have them all the way through the championships, as we want to thank them for supporting us and everything we're trying to do. We want to support them. If you want to help your young basketball player get better, Utah Jazz Camps is a great place to do it, as they've got brand new camps coming up on, well, how about this, on Saturday, February 11th at Shoot 360 right here in Lehigh, and then again on the 25th at Shoot 360, and then all the way down to St. George on March 13th, down at Nets on Fire, and then again for our friends here in Utah County on April 6th at Provo Rec Center. The new Utah Jazz Camps and Clinics are available now. There are options at the state-of-the-art Shoot 360 facility and at local gymnasiums throughout Utah and Idaho. For your child to level up their shooting, passing, and ball handling skills, but each camper receives a Utah Jazz swag bag. Register today at utahjazzcamps.com. So Lone Peak basketball, we don't have timeouts left on the board. Not sure they have as Cam Swiggett gets that from Jackson Taylor. Trap still on. Now Gagan will give up the foul. And Coach Gardner couldn't believe it. There's 4 seconds from the time, from the 10th second. I've been around Coach Gardner my entire time broadcasting, which I began here, the 2005 fall. But at that time, Jeff Gardner was the head coach at Mountain View. Then he went to Brighton. Now it's Skyridge. It's Swiggett. The Wide Channel basketball does him well on that one. He has one more. Hit the front end, rolls in the second. 5-point game, 1:25 left. Housley to Larson. Got to find Hunter. Been quiet in the fourth quarter. We got a foul away from the ball. And then he had a hold there on Isaac Staley as Hunter was going to try to come off that screen. They're saying that Staley grabbed his arm. So Hunter had 18 fourth quarter points. He's got, or probably third quarter points. He has a 19 in the second half.
Ethan Gagan checks in for the Falcons.
Probably has him 20 second half points. That puts him at 27. And now looking for point number 21. of the second half. 28 on the night. 3-point game again. And there's a steal to Housley. Housley to the rim, and it's a 1-point game. Staley into the corner to Fotheringham. Up top to Burgess for 3. Maybe rushed that one a bit. There is a 22-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Skyridge down 1. Housley, who just got that steal and bucket, hold up top, 45 seconds now. 20 on the shot clock. Davis for the lead. Three-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Swiggett. Still hanging, sends out to Staley. 15 seconds, see a timeout coming from Coach Ross. Maybe not, Staley with 10, sends out to Burgess again. For 3! Chamberlain Burgess is 1 for 5 from downtown, and the 1 matters. Officials are discussing the clock. I think there's about 11-ish seconds left as Chamberlain Burgess, who just missed an ill-advised 3 that led to the Davis game lead-taking jumper, hits a lead-taking 3 on the other end. Oh, what a ball game. Lone Peak looking to end a 3-game slide in region play. Skyridge looking for their first region win of the season. As we got a full timeout, a 2-point lead for Lone Peak. And again, remind you, we got KSL Sports Rewind videos coming out this week. Dane Stewart and I are going to take you through the happenings of boys and girls basketball in 5A and 6, well, throughout the state of Utah. As we get ready for the 5A and 6A boys and girls state tournaments that you'll see right here on KSLSports.com. Every state championship, 1A through 6A, boys and girls, are right here on KSLSports.com, your home for online championships. But Chamberlain Burgess has 5 points on the night. He has 5 points in the fourth quarter. Both buckets were lead-taking buckets. And he's got a couple of blocks as well. But where does Coach Garner look? You got to imagine this ball is going through number 1. Put 11.2 seconds on the clock.
Game clock will be adjusted to 11.2 seconds.
So to get this reset, both teams are in the bonus. Possession arrow belongs to Skyridge on a dual possession. Housley gets it into Hunter. Hunter with 7 seconds. Hunter gives it up to Davis. Backrammed, rebound to Swiggett. That might have a loose ball foul on Larson first. Not a bad foul to Larson. But they got to put time back on the clock here. There should be about 2.8-ish seconds left. But they're going to add time to it. So Larson at the line. It'll be 1-on-1 free throws here to Cameron Swiggett. That is the 8th team foul on Skyridge. And Swiggett at the line. Lone Peak wisely has emptied the lane. 2 made free throws. This game is over, and Swiggett hits the front end. So nothing else. Protected with the tie here at the horn. As Larson will come back on for J.J. Jory.
Kevin Jensen checks in for the Falcons, replacing Mason Hunter.
Hunter comes off the floor as well. As if it is the free throw good from Swiggett. And Coach Gardner going to take a timeout with 1.4 left. Lone Peak doesn't need to play defense. If I'm Coach Ross, I tell you guys, hey, just lay off them. There's nothing to do here. But if you're Coach Gardner, you're going to be looking for that +1 on a 3. But how about this night tonight? Again, we mentioned It was 28-14 at the break at halftime. 38 second half points for Skyridge. 22 of them coming from Mason Hunter. And Lone Peak able to stave this off, a 28-point second half. But it's Chamberlain Burgess with the go-ahead 3. Isaac Staley with 11. Swiggett with 15. Burgess with 5, including the game. What we'll call it the game winner. The 3 from Chamberlain Burgess.
Falcons to inbound.
So Josh Davis to inbound as Jory hit the deck. Here's Tate Larson looking for the +1, not going to get it. And how about the win for Lone Peak? They end the 3-game slide in region play with a big win on senior night, 56-52. How about Chamberlain Burgess, a sophomore, knocking down an absolute gutsy 3 to help get the win for Lone Peak. Your Heidemann Associates players of the game for Skyridge, Mason Hunter. What he did in the second half was nothing short of spectacular and absolutely gutty. And for Lone Peak, we're gonna go with the 3-headed monster here. Isaac Staley, what he did defensively on Hunter after an 18-point third quarter for Mason Hunter. He limited Hunter to 4 points in the fourth quarter, did an outstanding job defensively. Cam Swiggett as a senior has 15 points leading the way in scoring tonight for Lone Peak. And Chamberlain Burgess with the clutch 3, couple of blocks as well in the fourth quarter. But the lead-taking 3 that leads to the win for Lone Peak. Again, our final score, Lone Peak 56, Skyridge 52. For Kenzie Valentine and McKay Larson, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us.